Yeah, now you in Chirac now. Yeah. Keith, let me know if you can hear me. I'm gonna be in this nigga's ear, you heard? Yeah. Yeah. You in Chirac now, nigga. We're not in Vandy, no Tennessee shit. We in Chirac, you heard? Yeah. 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 Yo. No way.
Welcome and good evening. We welcome you to our Monday night broadcast of the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined at the broadcast table by Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. And as always, we'll hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. We are in the windy city of Chicago.
Yo, Harold, talk real quick. Can you hear him at a normal volume, Keith? Because when the game is on, that should be loud as fuck. I don't know how to... Maybe he has to turn his volume? I don't know, everything is low, right? 1 second, Harold. Let me just figure this shit out. I think it's under this setting. Sound and just microphone and private voice chat. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, you ready?
United Center to be exact, home of the Bulls.
I'm not even gonna lie, this shit.
And of course, Danny Granger. He's a big ticket to foul. They'll go without him there.
Yeah, no question that it's a risky deal to make because it's the kind of move that can turn a team's fan base against the front office. But trading one of the most popular players on the team is always risky no matter what you get in return.
Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, you know, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and you know they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have.
I'm lagging, bro. 1 second. Let me turn off my... I'm gonna shut off my Wi-Fi on my work laptop. Shut that off. Alright, let's try now.
I mean, I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Now, here's Paul. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Pass to Havlicek. Launches it. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Pierce. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Chicago with the ball. It's a three-point game. Back to McGrady.
He would have passed it to him in the paint. I would have stole that.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. And he banks in the layup. McGrady's got 6.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
Paul. And the shot falls short this time.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted taken.
Doing it with style. McGrady punishing the D for giving him that kind of airspace. Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
Now here's Paul. Following the shot by Tracy McGrady.
And in terms of controlling a game, Chris Paul is as good as anyone I've ever seen do it.
Al Harden, looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. He can't get that one. Bulls trail by 3. Havlicek right side. Paul looking around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
And Chris Paul picks up.
I don't understand how that's a fucking holding it.
The foul. That is his first foul of the game. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played. And here's Harden. And a lot of contact on the ball, so he'll shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And it's just so difficult to guard the beard without fouling. Harden is constantly
I went to your ball
seeking
side
out
and
contact.
I poked it. Poke that bitch out.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Bulls, trailing by 5.
2 minutes remaining.
Kicks it out to Hawkins. Hands it from downtown.
Shit.
Hawkins has got 5.
When you give him room like that, just expect it to go in.
McGrady outside. Into the lane.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again
That's what I mean. I need
how
to
well he
make that
dunks the
like
basketball.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And
here are the Bulls. Here's Paul. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
I'll do Chris Paul for T-Mac right now.
So easy.
Stop the game mid-game.
The game comes naturally to him.
I'll stop the game, the whole game right now. I'll give you the
That
dub,
one's good.
and then we'll do Chris Paul for T-Mac.
He's got 13.
Chris Paul for T-Mac
Well,
and the
he's
dub.
just
That's the best I can
dominating
do.
right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
The shot's good from
I
Paul.
could just be abusing T-Mac.
Well, how about CP finding space around the rim?
Driving to the basket. And it's Parrish finishing it off.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete.
Hey, what, boy? Hang on that rim, boy.
Dunk by Havlicek.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And the shot goes in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
A clever play by Paul. He makes sure to get some contact and draw the foul.
He doesn't get the second one. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. Here's wide open. He fires. Sinks the triple.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Paul with the 3.
Oh, my God.
He's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Basket counts. McGrady's got 17 now.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Down low. Unloads. Embry can't get it to drop. With 1 on the clock. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Up by 9.
Yeah, I did, bro.
26.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Franz Wagner, as we know, Stan, came into the league with a splash and hasn't really slowed up since.
Now, Kevin, I think he's surprised a lot of people. He has never played like a young guy. He's always played with the maturity of a veteran guy, and he just keeps getting more and more responsibility. He's handled it well, and then he could become a perennial all-star.
See, the blow-bys is annoying. Like, I'm literally sitting there waiting for the drive.
An explosive player, Thompson, has serious leaping ability, and that comes in handy around the basket.
O'Neal wide open. A shot goes in. First shot, first basket. The visitors with the ball. Ingram deciding where to go with it. From 16 feet away, he can score. Ingram's got his first bucket of the night.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. That combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's his first foul. Richmond for 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
Ingram with it. Crosses over. It's rebounded by Embry. Driving in. Cassell gets the bucket.
Play from Cassell down low, finding a high percentage look there.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Left side, Price shoots the 3. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist.
3. And with Price, you know, you not only get the range, you get the consistency. One of the league's most accurate shooters.
Here's Cassell. Richmond for 3. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Well, getting out in the open court there, and Ingram just finishes off the break.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Checking into the window for your goal. Number 5.
Bulls trailed by 9. Boom, he jams it straight down.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's O'Neal. And finished off by O'Neal.
Oh, not a penny, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg. Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Puts one up from 19. And that one's good. Price has got 8.
It took him a while to get his legs under him. He didn't do much in the first quarter, but now he's off and running.
Pass to Embry. Kicks it out to Wagner.
Bro, what are y'all doing, bro?
Gets Ingram atop the key. That's in, coming off an assist from Price. Ingram's got 6 here in this quarter.
An agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Now Wagner lets it go with a 3. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Well, a risky pass there, and if you ask me, they're lucky that the defense didn't steal that one.
And that's going to be a turnover. They call for 8 seconds.
Yeah, another turnover there. But guys, overall, they've taken really good care
That's
of the
big
basketball.
turnover right there. Big shift. Big shift. Big shift.
Havlicek outside. They set the pick. Out to the wing. And the foul is called. They intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his
I
part.
don't understand at all.
Yeah, how about the intensity, though, from Pierce? Not giving this man an
Oh,
edge
man.
on the defensive end.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now, here is Harden. It's Pierce on the wing. And he can't answer back.
But
The
Pierce's
three-pointer
release is
offline.
mad slow, so he actually needs space. If he's not going to do
There's the
that,
drive.
yeah.
And the rejection by Parrish. Pass to Cassell.
Wow,
Pierce
nice
is so
block
loud,
there.
bro.
Hard not. We'd love to see more of this from him.
Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, number 3, Chris Paul.
To the middle. Oh, big one. No question. Powered it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Screen by Parrish. McGrady outside. Off target with the open look. Bulls trail by 7. Pass to Hawkins. Puts up a 3.
Come on, Connie. No! Yes.
Hawkins. Second personal foul.
Gotta hit
Second
that,
team
bro.
foul.
1 second left. And the last shot of the buzzer doesn't go in for him. That'll do it for the first half. They're up by 7. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
5.5 assists. I need more from you, Chris.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game.
5.5 assists, man. Oh, easy.
Here's Chicago. 7-point differential. Now here's Paul. And the layup's good off the glass. Paul's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside. Well, McGrady is just going off right now. He's enjoying himself and going after buckets with reckless abandon.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Didn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Now here's Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Shot, high post. Chicago grabs the miss. To the paint, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And that one is good.
And the passing ability of James Harden, elite.
Paul outside. Plays it up and banks it in. Paul's got 10 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. And watching McGrady,
of course it's in the hell, Mitch. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
For most teams.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
It's stolen by McGrady. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road.
Thank you, Chris.
Straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Paul for 3.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Offensive rebound. With the floater. And that one's good. McGrady's got 24 points. Bulls trail by 6. Havlicek outside. They set the screen to the inside. Hawkins. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Paul with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Here's Hawkins, and he dunks it down.
And this is where Paul really excels. He's got an exceptional mind for playmaking.
Pass to Heinsohn. Here's Harden, defended by Paul. McGrady outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Chicago Bulls. Trailing by 2. And he drives in. Here's Hawkins. Stolen by Pierce. And here comes McGrady leading the fast break. And that comes off the assist by Pierce. McGrady's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And his passing is probably the most underrated part of his game. Pierce is a terrific playmaker on that wing.
Here's McGrady. The Bulls knocking down the 3. Wants to get it to Pierce and does. Good on the shot. Pierce has got 5.
Very sneaky on that offensive glass. Pierce keeps applying pressure on the defense.
The kick out to Havlicek. And the Bulls another 3.
That's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Chipped away. To the middle. Here's Harden. And Harden with the stuff.
Oh, get up, James. Talk about a guy who scores from all 3 levels.
Pass to Richmond. 1:05 left to play in the third. And they're running. Harden with the stop.
And when he's in the open court, Harden has one thing on his mind: finish.
Here's Hawkins. The rebound by Heinsohn.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that position.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
An 80% shooter. The work he's done at the line this season. One word: solid.
Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
He's shooting free throws, number 4 in 5 here.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Here's Cassell. 5 points in the game. Will it go? And the dunk by O'Neal.
Did you just see what I saw? I mean, that move was out of this world.
Executed to perfection, Greg. I mean, he had the rim in his sights and was not going to be stopped. And that one's good. McGrady.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Pass to Embry. And here's O'Neal. No good with the layup. With 1 on the clock. And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Up by 8. And we'll get going.
Fucking high as fuck. Even if I'm there, it's like...
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Here's Ingram. Price, right side. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Embry. Bulls trailed by 8 to the paint. Here's O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. It's Price on the wing. Inside.
Oh, that's us?
And the ball goes out of bounds. It's
I actually think they're ours.
Here's Cassell. Here's the drive. Pass to Blackman. Here's O'Neal. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Shard Lewis picks one up.
And defenses know what O'Neal can do with the rock all over him that time.
O'Neal hits them both.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Here's Ingram. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Franz Wagner.
Well, you know Ingram is known for his scoring, but he's really developed as a passer during his time in the league. He is a well-rounded offensive player.
So with Brandon Ingram's height and his shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. Ingram outside. Down low. Here's Lewis. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Thompson inside the line. Makes it off the glass.
Oh, my God.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. Now, they've been happy with the way the team is shooting. He reminded players to keep taking those threes, that they've had some clean looks. When that three goes in, it's always a welcome sight. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
Bulls foul. Mitch Richmond. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Price. Here's Ingram. Can't hit the free throw line jump. And it's Paul with the ball for Chicago. 8-point game. Kicks it out to Hawkins. Pass to Mikan.
Yo, why
And
not?
stolen by
Bro,
Whiteside.
he just fucking jumped.
It's all in by the Bulls.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Now Richmond. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And Thompson throws it down.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Here's Paul. And it's blocked by Whiteside. They recover it to the middle. Here's Hawkins. Goes up again. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Well, something changed for him at halftime. He's been more solid on the offensive end.
Back to Thompson. Out to Ingram. Pass to Price. Thompson outside. Back to Price. 5 on the clock. Thompson outside. Over Paul. Thompson misses. Bulls trail by 6. Fires from the wing. The shot by Paul, no good. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Harden left side. Outside Pierce. It's 3-pointers off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
To the paint. Here's Mikan.
Bro, why? Fucking pumping, man.
There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Harden. Back to Pierce. Chicago grabs the miss. Here's Paul. It's deflected. McGrady outside. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Bulls trailed by 9. Outside for Richmond. .103 left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Mikan. And the Bulls with another miss.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Took him no time at all on that one.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Paul with the 3. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Time to take over. Paul senses this game is hanging in the balance.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions.
And the timeout called here by by Billy Donovan. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And what's their best move at this point?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure? Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game. And he wants to be prepared. In terms of strategy here, any thoughts?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Six seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Havlicek, and regulation now complete. We will go to overtime.
Let's go!
We'll get right back to the action when we return.
I just started to swear. I was like,
well, four quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Honey!
And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks? Yeah, payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Ball outside. Pass to Hawkins. Here's Havlicek. It's tipped.
Tonight, I'm lagging. Holy speed, I got blocked over.
And here is McGrady. Takes a three. Bangs home the trifecta. McGrady's got 35.
Well, we talk about ice in his veins a lot, but this guy personifies that.
Hold up.
What a clutch shot.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Ball goes in. Hawkins. McGrady with the ball. Richmond with the defensive end. Pass to Hawkins. Here's McGrady. That one drops for him. McGrady's got 37.
Yeah, the drive to the bucket was great, but the finger roll was even better.
John Havlicek on the way. The Bulls with another miss.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
You have a 98 perimeter. Like, why are you fouling? You gotta miss one.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. So he comes up empty, missing both. Bulls trail to 5-5. One goes.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the
rim. Is it a layup or that?
First simple pass and get a rhythm.
Free throw good, McGrady.
And he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Here's Havlicek. This is the three.
I'm lagging about
52 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific.
That's the ice right there.
A shot Brady, no good. So it's Chicago now. They trail by 6. Here's Hawkins. Got a hand on it. With the drive.
That game,
It
got
flushed down with a nice jam.
Fucking stupid ass fucking
Command
game,
of this
bro.
game with time starting to run out.
Like,
Yeah, and at this point, the focus
Niggas
is
ain't
take
fucking-
care of the ball, no needless
nah, it was
fouls,
9
and
before.
no
8
threes.
a little harder.
Richmond with it. Now Pierce defending. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago.
I hit that.
Mikan, no good. 20 seconds left to play in the first overtime. Over to the left wing. Pass to Harden. Driving inside.
James Harden.
Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to have lost their energy. And they've been a different team here in overtime. They just seem to...
This nigga had 42 at T-Back. That's crazy. That's crazy. Down 9 with 45 seconds. Oh, I played 49 games. I'm almost at 50 games.